Today we're going to talk about something that sounds, well, just plain wrong. The idea that saving your money could actually be making you poorer. How is that even possible? Let's find out. Seriously, just think about that for a second. What if that savings account you're so proud of, the one that feels like the safest place on earth for your cash, is secretly losing the fight? So here's the game plan for this explainer. We'll start with why saving feels so good, the saver's dilemma. Then we'll pull back the curtain on the silent thief known as inflation. After that, we'll give you a brand new way to think about your money, talk about how to actually make it grow, and wrap it all up with the new rules for building wealth. All right, let's dive right into it. Part 1, the saver's dilemma, or what I like to call the comfort trap. From the time we're kids, we're all taught the same thing, right? Save your money, put it in the bank. And it makes sense. Watching that number go up feels so good. It feels safe, stable, like you're doing the right, responsible thing. But this quote, it just nails the problem. Money sitting in a savings account is comfortable, sure, but it's lazy. It's that friend who's just chilling on your couch, not helping you get anywhere. And as you're about to see, when it comes to your money, standing still is actually the same as moving backward. And that brings us to the main villain of our story, the inflation effect. Think of it as a silent thief, sneaking in and stealing a little bit of your money's value day after day. So what in the world is inflation, really? Well, it's actually pretty simple. It just means that over time, the price of everything, food, gas, clothes, goes up. And as prices go up, the power of your money goes down. Each and every dollar you have buys a little bit less than it did yesterday. Okay, let's make this super real. Let's talk about coffee. Imagine your morning coffee costs $2 today. You hand over $2, you get one coffee. Easy. But here's the thing. If we have a pretty normal inflation rate of about 3% a year, in 10 years, that exact same coffee is going to cost you $2.69. Your original $2 can't even buy you a full cup anymore. And it doesn't stop there. Go another decade down the road, and now it's $3.61. Your $2 is now worth barely more than half a cup of coffee. And after 30 years, that same simple coffee costs $4.85. Your original $2 now buys you less than half a cup. See? That is inflation. Silently eating away at what your hard-earned money can actually buy. So here's where it all comes together. And honestly, it's a little scary. Your savings account is in a race against inflation, and it's losing. Big time. Look at this chart. Your bank might give you, say, 3% interest, which feels nice. But if inflation is running at 7%, well, you do the math. You're not gaining 3%. You're losing 4% of your money's value every single. And that's why saving alone just isn't cutting it. It's like you're on a treadmill. You're running, you're sweating, you feel like you're making progress, but you're not actually getting anywhere. In fact, the destination is just getting farther away. Okay, so if saving is the treadmill, how do we get off and actually start moving forward? Well, that brings us to a whole new way of looking at your money, the parking lot versus the highway. There's this famous line that really gets to the heart of a totally different way of thinking. The goal isn't just to work hard to earn and save money. The real goal, the way wealth is actually built, is to have your money start working for you. And this is the core idea. Think of your savings account as a parking lot. It's a great place to park your car or your cash for emergencies, 3 to 6 months of expenses. It's safe. It's there when you need it. But you don't live in the parking lot, right? To get where you want to go, you have to get on the highway. And investing? That's the highway. It's designed to move you forward, to go faster than inflation. Just let that sink in for a minute. The parking lot is necessary, for sure, but the highway is where the journey happens. Your savings account was never ever meant to be your final destination. Okay, so we know we need to get on the highway, but how do we actually do that? Let's talk about putting your money in the driver's seat and making it grow. Now, it's super important to know that not all investments act the same way when inflation hits. Some assets, like certain bonds, can actually lose value when prices are rising. But other things, like gold, have historically done a better job of holding their value or even growing during inflationary times. So, where can you actually put your money to work? Well, think of these as different lanes on that financial highway. You've got things like money market funds, which can be a small step up from savings. There's stocks, which is basically owning a tiny piece of a company. There are groups like SACCOs or credit unions. You can own physical things like real estate. And hey, don't forget the most important asset of all, you. Investing in your own skills can open up brand new streams of income. I know this can feel like a lot, but it really boils down to a few simple new rules for your money. So let's wrap this up with a clear, simple plan to get you moving. Here it is, your 3-step game plan. It's that simple. First, build your foundation. Get that emergency fund parked safely in your savings account. That is non-negotiable. Second, anything you save beyond that, it's time to get it on the highway. Invest it so it can grow faster than inflation. And third, and this is the big one, commit to this mindset shift. Your job isn't just to store your money, it's to grow it. So I want to leave you with this one last thought. Your money is never really standing still. It's either losing its power to inflation in the parking lot or it's gaining power on the highway. The only question you have to ask yourself is this: which direction is your money moving you, forward or back?